Here is 6 flooring options that will make or break your home sale. Watch this video until the end and I'll explain the how and why of it. Because there are some terrible flooring options that could absolutely destroy your home's value. And I bet you want your money back from that renovation. Why do you need to know about this? Because the market is getting more competitive every day and buyers are pickier than ever. After years in real estate and construction, I can tell you exactly what makes buyers either fall in love with a home or run straight out the front door. And believe me, the wrong flooring can definitely make them run. Our first victim here is laminate flooring. Oh boy, where do I even begin? You know that feeling when you walk on Jell-O? That's what cheap laminate feels like under your feet. It's like walking on a bouncy castle, except it's not fun at all. It's got this weird sticky feeling that makes you want to hover walk through the house. And don't even get me started on how it looks. If you're wondering why I'm being so harsh on laminate, it's because I've literally never had a client walk into a house and say, "Oh my gosh, laminate flooring. This is exactly what I've been looking for." Never. Not once in my entire career. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, "But Blake, I already have laminate in my house," don't panic. If you're in a really budget-conscious market, it might not be the end of the world. But if you're planning to replace your flooring and you're considering laminate, well, let's just say there are better options out there that won't make your buyers feel like they're walking on a discount store floor. Next up on our proceed with caution list is that wood look porcelain tile that's been popping up everywhere. You know the one? It's usually grayish, comes in these tiny planks, and has grout lines you can see from space. Look, I get the appeal. It's durable, it's waterproof, and it kind of looks like wood if you squint really hard and stand really far away. But here's the thing. Those wide grout lines are like a neon sign screaming fake wood. And don't even get me started on how busy it looks when it's installed throughout an entire house. The biggest issue with this type of tile is that it's basically married to your house forever. It's like that house guest who just won't leave. Removing it is a nightmare that involves heavy machinery, dust everywhere, and probably a few tears. If you absolutely must use this type of tile, please, for the love of all things real estate, choose longer planks, keep those grout lines as thin as humanly possible, and maybe consider limiting it to areas where water resistance is actually necessary. Speaking of things that make me cringe, let's talk about carpet. Now, I can already hear some of you defending your plush wall-to-wall comfort zones. And listen, I get it. Carpet can feel cozy and warm, especially in bedrooms. But here's the thing. Carpet is absolutely not trending right now, and it's definitely not adding value to your home. Let's break this down. First, carpet is like a time capsule for every spill, stain, and pet accident that's ever happened in your home. You might not see it anymore, but trust me, potential buyers will notice every single mark. And worse, some of the wild patterns people choose are unbelievable. You know the ones. They look like a Las Vegas casino threw up all over your floor. Those funky geometric designs or that bold animal print might have seemed fun at the time, like, I don't know, 40 years ago. But right now, they're basically a giant "please don't buy this house" sign to potential buyers. And shag carpet? Oh boy, that ultra fluffy, looks like you're walking on a sheep flooring might feel amazing on your feet, but it's about as current as a flip phone. Save the shag for your retro-themed man cave if you absolutely must have it somewhere. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, "But what about my carpet? I just installed it." Don't panic. If you must have carpet, and yes, some people really do need it, there are ways to make it work. Stick to neutral colors that won't scare away buyers. We're talking beige, light gray, or a soft taupe. And always go for low pile options. They're easier to clean, they look more current, and they don't trap every particle of dust and debris like their shaggier cousins do. And please, keep carpet out of bathrooms and kitchens. Nothing says mold paradise quite like carpet in high moisture areas. Buyers see this and immediately start calculating how much it'll cost to rip it all out. And that's not the kind of math you want potential buyers doing during a showing. Now, let's pivot to some flooring options that actually make buyers' eyes light up. You know, the ones that make them reach for their checkbooks instead of the door handle. Hardwood floors are like the Rolls Royce of flooring. They're classic, they're beautiful, and they never go out of style. Well, except for those cherry red ones from the early 2000s, those definitely went out of style. But natural hardwood, that's the gold standard, folks. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, they can be a bit high maintenance because they can't handle humidity. But here's the thing, hardwood floors are like a fine wine. They get better with age, and you can refinish them multiple times. They're basically the immortal vampires of the flooring world. If you're going with hardwood, here's a hot tip. Wider planks are where it's at. They make your rooms look bigger, and they give that high-end, custom look that buyers love. Just stay away from those skinny little planks that make your floor look like a tiny railroad track. Now, let me introduce you to my current flame. Engineered hardwood floors, think of them as hardwood's more practical cousin. They've got that gorgeous real wood top layer, but underneath, they're all business with their plywood or fiberboard core, beautiful and smart. That layered design means you get all the stunning looks of traditional hardwood without the high maintenance drama. No more worrying about your floors throwing a fit every time the humidity changes. And here's what makes it even better. Engineered hardwood is typically less expensive than solid hardwood, but buyers often can't tell the difference. Another major advantage, engineered hardwood works in spaces where traditional hardwood would be risky. Finished basements, slightly humid environments, or homes in regions with significant temperature swings, engineered hardwood handles it all like a champ. Sure, you might not be able to refinish it as many times as solid hardwood, but let's be real. How many times are you planning to refinish your floors anyway? Now, let's talk about the new kid on the block, luxury vinyl plank flooring, or LVP, as the cool kids call it. It looks expensive, but it's actually pretty affordable. It's durable, it's waterproof, and it looks pretty convincing. I mean, it's practically indestructible. Kids, bring them on. Pets, no problem. Water spills, it laughs in the face of moisture. This is why it's becoming the go-to choice for busy families and rental properties. Plus, installation is usually a breeze compared to traditional hardwood or tile, which means lower installation costs. For budget-conscious sellers, this can be a game changer, but it does have its quirks. When you walk on it, it makes this kind of plasticky sound that's about as subtle as a drum solo in a library. And if you look closely, you'll notice that some of the planks are identical twins. They use the same pattern over and over. It's a little disappointing, but hey, it still gets the job done. Now it's time for something that's becoming trendy, but might not be ready for prime time. Micro cement. This industrial chic flooring option is pretty cool. It's bold and artistic, but it might not get you the results you're looking for. While it's gaining popularity on design blogs and in ultra-modern homes, the average buyer still isn't quite ready for this choice. And I get it, MZ Fegicro cement is essentially a thin layer of cement that's applied over existing floors to create a seamless, minimalist surface. It sounds cool in theory, and it can look absolutely stunning in the right setting, like high-end modern lofts or industrial-style homes. The smooth, continuous surface gives spaces this ethereal, gallery-like feel that design enthusiasts go crazy for. But most mainstream buyers see micro cement and immediately start calculating how much it'll cost to finish the floors. They don't realize it is finished. The industrial look might be trending on Pinterest, but when people are dropping their life savings on a home, they typically want something more traditional. So right now, it's probably not the best choice if you're planning to sell in the near future. But hey, if you're thinking about a long-term investment in a niche market of artists and industrial design lovers, that could be a great selling opportunity. Just remember, your goal is to make buyers fall in love with your house, not scratch their heads wondering what you were thinking. So there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about flooring choices when you're selling your home. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want more real estate tips and tricks.